Hello gamers, welcome to another DSP video. I decided to keep the squad up. Maybe we can decide which one to remove or whatever, but having two elphelts is pretty solid. And of course we got Chill and Jacko, because why not? Why not? We're gonna discuss a lot of stuff dealing with the members and maybe some other stuff if time allows. Let's get going.
Anyway,
Anyway,
so that being said, I've listened to your feedback, and here's what we've concluded. All right?
All
Here's
right.
what we've concluded. People will become members and donate memberships and do member bombs if they feel like they really like what's going on. It's not necessarily always tied to a special event. It might be.
no.
People will become members and
Let's do
donate
this
memberships
again.
and do.
So he didn't hit the goal, right, for the retro marathon, and it's funny to me because on Twitch, like before he got like email in his only iced coffee in his life and all that stuff, and people were just gifting subs all the time. He missed one sub goal, and he was like, "Well, I guess you don't want it. We'll do something else." And he just kept trying other stuff. I think there was also, well, I don't remember. I think there was another sub goal he tried to do, but I can't remember if he hit it or not. Uh, it, but whatever. It was very seldom that he ever missed a goal on Twitch. He went to YouTube, and he wasn't hitting goals at all before. During the time when there was no gifted memberships. To the point, DSB was playing with the idea of just not doing a single goal until he got gifted memberships, which to me is like, it really spells out what like his whole game plan with memberships at that point. The fact that he was willing to just not do goals until he got gifted memberships said a lot to me. And since then, he never really missed a goal. He was close, but then he would cry about it. Then email and Team Ico would show up and hit the goal, and he'd be like, "Yes, we did it, guys. We're doing the Black Friday event. Yes!" That kind of shit. And then February was the first month since he got gifted memberships or gifted subs in general. He didn't hit the goal, and it's even like super funny that email and Team Ico Gamer like didn't show up at all. And if we were to go into a Theo theory about this, actually, fuck it, Theo theory. You see how DSP we all had the theory that DSP would email the whales and be like, "Oh, are you gonna show up?" or whatever. He'd email, be in constant communication with the whales, right? What if DSP contacted email and Team Ico Gamer and said, "Guys, don't show up for February. Don't gift any members. We're gonna stop doing the membership goals." Like he planned it. What if he planned it the whole time? Where is it?
No, he orchestrated it.
What if he orchestrated it? Chuck has a point. What if he orchestrated not hitting the goal in February? Because it is kind of funny to me that it was a challenge run, but again, no one really liked the challenge run. Even if you look at the initial challenge run, not a lot of people really cared. And he did say he wasn't going to use save states, but it's DSP. You know there would be some caveat to some kind of rule that he'd modify or change that would make it cheesy. You just know, because that's what I didn't really like about the challenge run in the first place, or any of these bounties or anything like that, was, "Hey guys, if you're gonna do a bounty at a challenge, you should make it possible, man." So you couldn't be like, "Oh, do a knife only Warzone stream." You can't do that, man. It might not be possible. And I also have another Theo theory as to why it didn't get hit, because it's funny to me, right? He got into like weird hot water kind of situation with bounties and calling bounties and all this stuff, so he changed the challenges and all that. What if the whales were just concerned that this challenge event was gonna break TOS. What if, man? So they didn't want to give DSP all these memberships because they're like, well, I don't want to give him a lot of money, and then he does the challenge marathon, and then he gets banned. What if, man? It's just very weird and specific that this month, like, because I would argue, I don't think anyone was that gung-ho for the Super Bowl event or the Super Saturday event. Because when he was doing it, he barely hit the goal. He had to wait for a whale to show up. And I don't even think that guy was that excited for it either. The other thing I wanna bring up is that happened in the month of February was DSP's React channel was created. And I also think this is another thing that the whales were a little bit confused about. Not in the sense of like, oh, if I give money for this membership, it'll go into that into the other one. Not that. It was the confusion of, will DSP React get member goals? Because he didn't do a member goal at first, but he also started with double digits. You really think DSP is gonna do member goals for double digits? I think even if you go back to when he was on YouTube, when he started streaming on YouTube again, he didn't do member goals all the way until he was in the triple digits, if I remember correctly. But even if he did, whatever. It was just kind of like, yeah, he's not gonna do for a double-digit membership channel. He has to wait till he gets a bigger base. That way, he'll be super easy to brag about it. You know what I mean?
Member bombs if they feel like they really like what's going on. It's not necessarily always tied to a special event. It might be. It very well might be. But in this case, because I have a new what's going on, it's not necessarily always tied to a special event. It might be. And donate memberships and do member bombs if they... I've listened to your feedback, and here's what you concluded.
I'm already lost.
All right? Here's what you concluded. People will become members and donate memberships and do member bombs if they feel like they really like what's going on.
Oh, this means...
It's not necessarily always tied.
That if you have a good time, you'll just explode with money. Like, that to me is, like, kind of weird. Like, I understand, like, yeah, I want to support this guy. This dude's pretty cool, whatever. I can understand that, but it's just, I guess it's weird for the streamer to look into the camera and say, you are having a fun time and you will give me money. It's just weird to say that. It's like, I guess it's like a succubus, dude. She's like, you see me, you'll have a good time, and then she gets her hooks into you, and then you die, dude.
To a special event. It might be.
It might be.
It very well might be.
What? What does that mean? Does it mean that if he gets enough gifted memberships, he'll brag about it and say that he'll do a marathon to celebrate the gifted memberships? If it's big enough? Like, it's just... Why? So, DSP Gaming has had this long-standing issue of not having value in the memberships. And DSP's answer to that, weirdly enough, was... hey, I'll offer the stuff you wanted on DSP Gaming on DSP Reacts. And it's like, okay, so then why should we sub here? Well, you'll still get the marathon events, man. Okay, let's get rid of the marathon events. So, why would we want to be a member? Now, of course, does YouTube memberships give you ad-free viewing of that specific channel? I think they do, but if that's the case, then what's to stop them from just subscribing to YouTube Premium, where it's a site-wide ad block? I mean, I don't know. I guess you could argue it's cheaper because I think like a channel is like $5 a month, whatever, versus YouTube Premium, which could be like $10 a month. But you get more value out of the YouTube Premium because it's site-wide and not channel specific. So it's kind of, so DSP Gaming's already at a disadvantage just off of the ad block thing right there, then and there. The name in chat is like cool. I mean, okay. Emotes, alright. Cool, okay. Now there's no events, so what will members do? I guess if he decides to do a marathon event, the members can then vote and nominate. But again, that's not a regular thing. It's like whenever he feels like it. So it's kind of weird. Like it's really funny to me that he's doing this and he thinks it's such a cool thing, but he kind of is ruining DSP gaming. And I kind of have another Theo theory. I think DSP is intentionally making DSP gaming worthless so that he could justify focusing more on DSP reacts, because that's one less effort. He doesn't have to use his hands at all. Like, think about it. DSP's been telling us for months that he wants to phase into not doing just gaming anymore and all this kind of stuff. So it's, to me, it's starting to make more sense when you look at it that way, that he's intentionally trying to lead his audience to go to DSP Reacts just by removing the value of DSP gaming, just devaluing it, which is really, like, insane. But he's doing that so that they go to DSP Reacts and make that the more profitable channel. And then when it becomes more profitable, where it's seemingly that people have more demand for DSP Reacts, he can then switch the scheduling where it's like every day is the DSP Reacts, and then one day a week is like DSP gaming streams or whatever. And then he could say, well, guys, you see, you supported the DSP React stream way more. I heard your feedback and you said you want more DSP Reacts. Yes! But the only reason why people want more DSP Reacts is because you get off the bat more out of the membership than DSP gaming. So I feel he's intentionally making DSP gaming less viable as a channel in the long run so that people can go to DSP Reacts. I think that's what we're going to be seeing in the future. And it's like, if it was any other channel that's like transitioning to another channel, I feel that would be like fine, because it's like, they would just do it. Like, okay, bam. But DSP would just brag and then hide behind his viewers for doing something that some people may not like. And it's so lame. It's so lame, because he's done this with everything. You guys wanted me to stream, man. You guys want the hack goal. You guys want the vest goal. And it's so lame. It's so lame. This dude is lame.
In this case, because I have a new YouTube channel called DSP Reacts, where I've already announced once a month we're doing a major React marathon event. That was one of the major reasons why in the last year people were actually contributing. And now that I'm giving it to you for free over there on a new channel, where I've already announced once a month we're doing a major
Listen to this.
special event. It might be. It very well might be. But in this case, because I have a new YouTube channel called DSP Reacts, where I've already announced once a month we're doing a major React marathon event. That was one of the major reasons why in the last year people were actually contributing. And now that I'm giving it to you for free over there on a new channel, well, a lot of people aren't going to be becoming a member anymore.
This is factually incorrect. If you go back last year and see the pattern with members and the React channel shit, not the React channel, the reacting marathon, the React events, right? They only worked when they were the tier 1 member goal. But he would do like the Halloween event, the Christmas event, like all these other events, and then the tier 2 was a React documentary. Those that never got hit, ever. It never even got close to hitting it. So how are people becoming a member for the React events when the React event never got hit? Because he was shilling the Pro Jared, the Toby Turner, and the Nostalgia Critic React event since like November as the tier 2 goal, and it never got hit. And then he was like, I'll make a new channel and do it for free. So it doesn't make much sense. It only worked as a tier 1 because tier 1 member goals always get hit. Like, they always get hit, no matter what. And the 1 month that it didn't get hit, surprisingly enough, he then suddenly just wants to not do member goals anymore. It's really weird, right? The 1 month that suddenly doesn't have email or Team Michael Gamer showing up at all, suddenly the goal doesn't get hit and we don't want to do goals ever again. And I just like, it's such a weird Theo theory to wrap your mind around. Like, oh well, it just happens because it sounds dumb. If this was any other streamer and you're like, well, he didn't hit the goal because this one guy wasn't there and this and that, you would sound like a fucking lunatic. But DSP has such very specific shit going on. Like, to this day, I just can't wrap my mind around how this dude talks about 1 Minute Man. Every time 1 Minute Man tips, instead of just saying, wow, thanks for the tip, 1 Minute Man, I really appreciate it. It's like, wow, guys, 1 Minute Man found his way to the channel and he is watching us and he loves us and he gave us a tip and he is a real person, don't worry. And, people think he doesn't exist, but he does exist. He's here. All right, we got the usual 1 Minute Man tip. That's $20. Yes, sir. You guys guessed it. He came by. And it's like, why does he talk like this about one dude? Like, a dude could tip him $100. He'd be like, we got a $100 tip. Okay, what hat is Hogwarts best? All right. 1 Minute Man tips him $20. All right, we got a $20 tip from 1 Minute Man, the usual tipper. He always tips us. He always supports us. It's just weird. It's just weird.
And that's okay.
That's okay.
All the content continues to get supported in other ways. The streams are doing very well, right? I think viewership should pick up in March as I start playing a variety of different games. Okay?
But this was the same rationale he had about February to hit the member goal and all this stuff. But now he doesn't want to do it.
As long as we can keep it all going, it's not a big deal. Okay? Now, that means, obviously, if I'm not going to be really harping and focusing on members anymore, then we probably shouldn't have member goals. What's the point if I'm really not finding a way to actively convince everyone to become a member, right? Why am I going to sit here and talk about, the members goal, the members goal, the members goal every month? What's the point, right? And what I have to understand, actually, some people gave me some really good feedback. They said, here's what some people did.
Here's what some people do.
If things are going well for them,
What does that mean? If things are going well for them, how would the viewer know if something's going well for the streamer? Like, what is that? How do you measure that? By the size of their smile? By how they bob their head? Do they tell you today's going very well? Like, what does that mean?
They're feeling an overwhelming amount of support and positivity. They'll schedule special events and just do them for fun.
But this is like it's funny to me, right? This dude has been streaming for years. And he's just discovering the idea that maybe people do marathons for fun. But some people also do marathons as sub goals. Now the thing is that when you look at other people's sub goals, they're usually pretty reasonable, I would argue. Like, some people might have like 10 subs, so they might have a goal of 20. So it's like 10 out of 20, right? Or whatever. They try to keep it like reasonable. DSP was the only streamer that at least I have seen that was going up by increments of like 50 if not more. And now it's like, okay, we'll do 5 and then maybe I'll do an event because if I'm feeling happy. And it's like, this is not like really fair for the subs, I guess, because like, again, you're pretty much becoming a member, then hoping that DSP's in a good mood for an event for you to get your full benefits out of it. Like, is that really worth your time? Like, it's really lame.
And then what happens is what they try to do, instead of doing a giant monthly goal, they actually have small goals, whether it's weekly or even daily. So I'll give you some perspective here.
How do you know how does he know that these goals are weekly or daily? Because they're smaller goals? How do you know that? Some people just do it for a month. Come on.
69 members. So here's what some people would do.
And again, why does he want to do what other people do? Mr. I'm so different from everyone. He wants to do what everyone else does. Again, this dude cannot come up with his own fucking ideas. Imagine this dude is a movie maker. He's a movie director, and he just makes the same movie. Well, this other director, he did this other movie, so we're gonna do the same movie, but we're gonna change the names, and it's gonna be cool, and everyone's gonna see it because it's like that other movie.
Oh, Well, my goal for today, in my entire day of streaming, hit it. It just means that it's something nice to try to reach for. And if you do hit it, you get excited for it. Wow, thank you all. Let's feel positive. Let's feel fun about it.
But you, if we hit it, it'll be positive, man. But that's how your other member goal worked. You try to hit it, and then you'd be happy and you would celebrate by doing an event. It's the same premise, but instead of giving an actual event, you're just saying, yay. Guys, on my Twitch channel, if you sub to me as I upload this video, if I get 20 new subs after this video is uploaded, I will play a Jacko sound on the sound box. And you'll be like, whoa! So get hyped. If you guys hit my member goal, no, it's subs on Twitch. 20 subs on Twitch. I will hit a Jacko sound clip when I stream next on Twitch or whatever. I'll keep bringing this up even if I stream today as I upload this video. Yes.
This today because we hit that daily goal. Now it doesn't mean
actually, you know what? Since I'm in a positive mood, I'll even lower the goal. If I get 5 new subs, 5 people become subs, I'll play a Jacko clip on my soundboard, and you'll get to hear Jacko's voice say something.
necessarily we're going to be doing anything crazy for it. There's no giant marathon attached to that. But at least
Like, this is the takeaway. He doesn't hit the goal. Well, let's just not do any marathon events anymore for the goal. But why not try, right? You just do the event for lower the amount of members. Just lower the amount of members you're asking for and still do the event then. Like, why? Like, this is such a weird thing. Instead of doing this, well, maybe I'll do an event, maybe I won't, maybe. Why not just say, like, okay, instead of doing increments of, like, 50, I do increments of, like, 10 or 20 members to do the event. Like, why not try to lower the amount and see if you'll hit it then? But no, instead he wants to do it this way. Which then begs the question, is his idea, right, is to try to bamboozle the viewer, right? Where he'll have the goal be like, increments of 5 every day. And then if the total jumps to, like, let's say he was asking for 475, right? If he gets 475, like, if he gets 5 members a stream, and that event, and then he might get some more, whatever, and he eventually hits 475 within the month of March. Will he then do an event after he gets that specific number? Because if he does, then that just means he's still doing the monthly events. He's just hiding it behind a goal he has in his mind, and you'll only see the 5 member increments on stream, which is kind of like sneaky in a way, because at that point he could secretly increase the goal in his head, and we won't see it because you'll be seeing the 5 member increment goal. It's just weird, and it's just dumb, and it's why I think it's a bad idea in the terms of, like, this dude likes to think about how trolls think and all this stuff. So in that kind of light, it wouldn't really work, because trolls will just say he's being sneaky deaky, dude. They're sneaking around. But he could have just lowered the goal to try to be more reasonable instead of asking for these bigger increments. But he doesn't want to do that because he's like, well, I want this amount, so that way I don't know, he'll have some meme like, oh, this will make up for the day I'm streaming, even though he's asking for tips the same day. It's just all around nonsense.
something fun and it's something fair. Today, with the over 400 people who are sitting here on this stream,
So he says that this is something fair, right? So this implies that the past member goals were not fair. Why would you admit that?
there's at least, at a minimum, 40 some of you who aren't members. So if 6 of you become a member right now, we've hit our daily goal. Do you see
Okay.
how simple that is?
And what do they
As
get?
opposed to, oh, so my goal is to gain 100 members in the next month, and it could go up, and it could go down, and a member bomb could expire, and now we plummet, but then we could get a big bomb, and then it goes back up. Oh, but it might expire.
Now look how stupid this is. This is stuff that the viewer doesn't think about, stuff that he thinks about. But he offloads that pressure onto you, the viewer. So you guys can also think like this. And then you have LARPers in chat who just kind of do it just for the lulz. Like, this is how fucking torturous it is to be a DSP fan. Like, it's so... He projects what goes on in his head onto you.
Again. You see, I feel...
Come on!
Like that was basically a situation where, yes, it made sense for a while, but as things evolved, it doesn't. And I'll be honest, I don't like talking about it a lot. I just don't. I would like to have it. If we're going to do this, we don't have to do it this way.
Damn, I give you guys a free Jacko.
We have no goal at all.
Fuck yeah, I'm giving you guys free Jacko. Okay, I'm in a good mood.
Okay too.
Jacko time.
You don't want that? We won't do it. I'll delete it right now. I really don't give a shit. All right? I'm going to let you guys decide what you want to do here on the streams, okay? I feel like we have enough people here this morning to make the decision. So let's talk about it. And what do you guys want? Would you like to have a daily goal where we try to get a few new members a day, right? Let me know.
Why doesn't he decide?
The other thing is,
whatever.
If you have feedback in regards to, oh, I feel like this would make a membership more appealing or whatever, please share the feedback. But understand that if you just...
But people gave him feedback to improve his memberships, and he took that information, that feedback, and put it into a new channel completely. So why should... So, like... Why? Because technically he... Like, what he should have done, literally... Just combine the DSP reacts, just, you know what's funny? I was thinking about that stream I did, and I think I might have been stoned when he did it. That or whatever. Anthony kind of agreed with me, and I kind of was like reading it, like, and I was thinking of it in a weird way. I was like, it was weird. You don't have to. I don't know why I brought it up in this video, but I just thought it was funny just to think about that. But, he should just not have done the DSP React channel. He should have just put those membership rewards into the DSP Gaming rewards. That's what we were both saying, and I was just like thinking about it in a weird way. I thought for some reason like what Anli was saying was like there's some kind of switch in YouTube to like combine the memberships, and I was like, there's a thing that does that if you have two channels. I was like, wait, no. He's saying what I was saying. It was just weird. I just read it and thought about it weird. It happens, but yeah, he should have just put the rewards that he offered on DSP Reacts into DSP Gaming, and just had one channel. Like it creates this weird like separation, where it's like where people have to constantly ask, is it worth paying this dude 2 times to be a member in both channels? And he's kind of, and he sees that in DSP Gaming, and instead of like trying to remedy that by maybe lowering the member goal to make up for the fact that he has 2 channels, instead, let's just not do member goals at all anymore, do daily goals, and then maybe we'll do an event. So it actually doesn't solve the problem, and it just makes DSP Gaming a more worthless channel. It's just insane to me how this dude tells us every day he loves his legacy. He thinks about his legacy every day. Oh, I've been here for this amount. And he's kind of ruining his channel that's been around the longest. For a channel that is like the most basic, generic React channel you come by. Like let's go to his fucking React channel and look at it. Let's take a look at it. Like this is his channel, and it's all fucking. It's the thumbnails he shed on the most. I would never have a thumbnail on my face like or anything like that, man. And then he has fucking this. Like, look at this. And then you have like DSP versus the internet, and it's just him complaining about other people in it. This is all garbage content, and it's trash. It's trash. And he thinks that if he ruins DSP Gaming's memberships, that it's gonna work out. It won't. It fucking won't. It's fucking terrible. The graphic is terrible. Like, look how fucking lame this is. It's so lame. And it's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get worse because he's gonna upload more and more, and eventually he's gonna get his little servant to make thumbnails for these. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. Like, it's so fucking trash. And this is what he's become. He has become everything he hated. And his answer to having two channels where it separates the memberships is to, let's ruin DSP Gaming. The one channel that has been around the longest, that's been the most honest, I guess, it's gonna get ruined because he has to support both channels this way. And it's garbage. It's such garbage.
Just repeat the same thing we've heard ad nauseum that we can't do. That's just going to be ignored. I've already addressed many different things people have said, including, yes, the whole, can we do a multiplayer session, fan service? No.
He told us when he was playing Heal Infinite, he was going to research how to do members multiplayer. But he could do it. Yeah, you'll get trolls, then you just ban them. Like, if they troll you, ban them, okay? Like, but this dude makes this such a big show. Oh my god, we got a troll! Oh my god! Oh! And he starts, like, scurrying into the menus. But why not just, like, do it anyway? You got the money! Oh, it's gonna ruin the viewing experience. Okay, I mean, it's the troll's fault, though. And you're not gonna do whatever, like... The thing is that with him, yeah, the first time he does it, it's probably gonna suck ass, but if he keeps doing member multiplayer, eventually it's gonna, like, balance out, and it's gonna be good. But the other thing that shoots him in the foot with members is that he refuses to play older games. Like, he only wants to do member multiplayer if it's a new release, like a brand new game, because it's new, dude, and he can double dip. But no one's gonna care if he plays, like, Overwatch 1. Oh, I guess he can't play that anymore. Whoops. Street Fighter 5, Street Fighter 4, Battlefield 1, I don't know, whatever. Like, you can't play those old games because no one cares, man. But more people probably own those games. But he doesn't want to do that. Because he doesn't want to play old games, he wants to play the new shit. Which, come on.
No, it doesn't make sense. It takes up too much time from the stream for people who aren't members. People don't really care about it. The logistics.
But all these other React Marathon events that the people, like, how many people really cared about the Super Saturday event? Not a lot of people. Not a lot of people. Come on.
It's a nightmare, and the trolls will ruin it. I already answered it. I don't have to answer it 400 times. You see? But if there's any other things that people have to suggest that you like,
and the other thing is, why not just do a member event right now? Because technically, you could argue the members he has right now, aren't they supposed to be his fans? Why doesn't he play multiplayer games with his current members? Why does the member multiplayer event have to be tied to new members? Why not the members that he currently has? Is it because they're all trolls? Is he implying that his members are all a bunch of trolls?
to see for Park to become a member, let me know. And as you know,
and again, you have to come up with ideas for how he makes money. He can't think of anything on his own. He can't, like, think about it. He can't do it. He has to only he can, like, maybe look at someone else and then propose the idea for then the viewer to tell them yes, do it, and then he'll do it. And then that way he can blame the viewer for saying yes. But he can't do it on his own. He can't be a big boy about it. He has to be a little baby and have his viewers hold his hand. Like, imagine.
Member is great. It's an ongoing way to support this channel. It's kind of a no thought, I don't have to think about I'm going to contribute at a certain time or a certain stream. There's a pop-up. It's an ongoing thing that you can actually set up to automatically renew, and it helps this channel in the long run. All right. Thanks for that to anyone who does that. All right. But I really feel like the days of members being a big concern, like freaking out about it, I don't think it makes sense. Why are we going to freak out about the members' goals and talk about it? And then,
wait, what?
But I really feel like the days of members being a big concern, like freaking out about it, I don't think it makes sense.
What the fuck did he just say? The days of freaking out, that's in the past, man. So It was a feature of the stream to freak out about the members. What the fuck? Like, this is the kind of statement you just listen to and you don't think about it and you go about your day, and then like a week later you're in the supermarket like shopping, and then it just hits you. Wait a second. What? I have to keep hearing this back to back.
This channel in the long run. All right. Thanks for that to anyone who does that. All right. But I really feel like the days of members being a big concern, like freaking out about it.
Like, what does that mean? The days of freaking out? But who was freaking out? Like, what does that even mean? Like, because freaking out is something that's like that's not like out of your control, and like, whatever, it's a reaction to shit, but it's not like a thing that you should be encouraging. Like, it's just like, what the fuck does that even mean? Oh, the big dip. Don't worry about the big dip. That's in the past, man. The amount of members and freaking out about that. But that's not like a feature. The only person that I guess should technically be freaking out is DSP. But this kind of shows how much this dude projects how he feels about what's going on around him onto you. And it's so lame, because then I don't go to other streamers and I don't hear them, oh my god, guys, we have a sub goal and we're not gonna hit it. Oh my god, guys, we're not gonna hit the sub goal. What are we gonna fucking do? It's gonna expire. You guys gotta do something. I've done everything, man. And it's like, no one does that except for DSP. But I guess that's a feature of his streams. That was the authentic Italian robust commentary he offers to the internet, is to freak out and to, was that him playing a character? Like, come on!
I don't think it makes sense. Why are we gonna freak out about the members' goals and talk about it? And then,
that should have been his mentality, like, forever ago. He does a member goal and he freaks out. But dude, the whole point of the member goal is to either hit it or you don't. And then if you don't hit it, whatever. But instead, he kept freaking out, which then like caused people to gift subs and shit. But now it's like, well, that's in the past, man. We don't have to freak out. This is the fucking attitude you should have been having from the start. But no, in order for him to have this attitude, there has to be no stakes. You see how fucking stupid this is? This is what children do. Like, this is what a parent does for their child, so that they don't like act out. Oh, my kid hates fucking broccoli and he'll like destroy the house, so let's just not show him broccoli anymore, so that way we don't have to worry about the house being destroyed or whatever. Like, this is all like shit people do if you have anger management. If you have anger problems, you try to do stuff in your life to like reduce that and all this. But this is not like that kind of like structure and shit. It doesn't really apply to stuff like this, because this is stuff that's like outside of your control innately, because you can't control people to give you money. No shit, right? So you should already just have that mentality of like, whatever happens. But instead, he just kept freaking out about it because he wanted to. He needed that money, man. And in order for him to not freak out, there has to be nothing at stake. It's so stupid. And this is a thing that I've been kind of like talking about all the time with DSP, because this issue is it's a fundamental issue with DSP's character as a person. Because if you can't handle any sign of not hitting anything, you're not gonna move on. This dude, it's like getting an F on a paper, and instead of like trying to do better the next time around or to try to get help, you just say, well, I'm just not gonna care about school anymore. Like, that's not the attitude that you should be having. You should be like, oh yeah, I got an F. Okay, well, I'm gonna try harder next time, and I'm just gonna move on. I got the F then, I'm gonna move on positively and work harder next time. And instead of like, well, school is a myth, school is stupid, so I'm not gonna care. Then why are you fucking going to school then? Why run a stream if if that's your attitude? In order for you to like move on positively, you have to not care about the members anymore. So we have to get rid of all the member goals about it, right? Like, come on. Like, it's not a good attitude to have. That instead of just saying, hey, we didn't hit this goal, let's try another goal. Let's try lowering the amount of members I'm asking for these events. Instead, just do this arbitrary way of getting events done. Like, come on.
As you know, my detractors then make it, oh, you see, today freaking out about it. I don't think it makes sense. Why are we going to freak out?
Why are we going to freak out?
And talk about it. And then the other thing is, as you know, then make it, oh, you see, today was just a big failure for Phil because he didn't hit his members goal.
But this is stupid, though. DSP told us he sees it that way, too. He said, well, when I look at this, it's like I failed, man. He says that all the time. The trolls say it. Wow, man. What assholes, dude.
It wasn't at all. Nothing was ruined. Nothing ended. Wasn't, you know what I mean? Again, the chicken little.
And the trolls are just stating an observation, dude. We're not being mean. We're just stating an observation, dude. I thought you can't get hurt by facts and truth, dude. We're just stating the observation that you didn't hit your goal, dude. Come on.
And the sky is falling. No, nothing went horribly. It's not a big deal. In fact, there's been many months in the past, even on Twitch when I was a bigger streamer, that we didn't hit our goals. And that's...
When did that happen? He only, like, missed 1, maybe 2 goals. Maybe 2. Because I'm thinking about I think there's, like, a Street Fighter event he wanted to do, but I'm not sure. That might have been a tier 2, though. I can't remember. Fuck it. But 1. At least 1 goal was not hit. And the rest was hit because of gifted subs on Twitch. So this statement is kind of a nothing statement. He's really putting a lot of emphasis on that one time. But it was like a cooking show, and it was before he got gifted subs or whatever. Like, come on.
Fine, you're not going to do it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Usagi Jojo just made a good point. Okay, listen to this.
Listen to this.
Since you're a variety streamer, you get a variety of people who have extremely different tastes. I love the idea of a retro gaming marathon, but I don't know how many other members do. Exactly right.
That's the dumbest fucking statement. Like, it's not dumb because he's wrong. It's dumb because you can literally say that about every sub goal he did. Yeah, you think every member loved the Super Bowl event? Every member loved the Black Friday event? Probably not. But they wanted to sub because they support him. But all those subs, all those members were gifted by email and Team Maiko. What does Team Maiko Gamer and email like in DSP's content? Because every time that you talk, like, what event did they like? Because every time that you try to press that, it's always, well, no, man, they give because they like this, they like the channel, man. So what's the deal here? But you can say that about everything. It's such a stupid statement to say that. Exactly right, man. Yeah, about everything. Everyone has a fucking taste. That this isn't like a fucking discovery.
Right? And that's the thing. Everything that appeals to me will not appeal to you. And
this is so stupid.
You might have things that you like that I don't.
It's like me saying, yeah, guys, can you believe that some people like Happy Chaos as a character and they think he's fun? I hate Happy Chaos. If he plays Happy Chaos, you can't convince me he's not broken. He's terrible. I avoid him all the time.
Care about. And that's okay. We have to find that middle ground of stuff that we enjoy. And every once in a while, I'll bend a little, you'll bend a little. You know what I mean? So that's all good. And
wait, what?
Things that you like that I don't care about. And that's okay. We have to find that middle ground of stuff that we enjoy. And every once in a while, I'll bend a little, you'll bend a little.
The only one doing the bending is the DSP viewer. What thing did DSP compromise with his viewers? Code Vein is on Game Pass. He doesn't even want to try it. He doesn't even want to touch it. But he compromises, man. He'll try it, man. No, he won't.
Little, you know what I mean? So that's all good. And I think what we should do is we should talk about this over the course of the month. But here it is, March 2nd. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't want to have a members goal. You want to know why? Because I already have big things going that I want to talk to you about, and I don't want to have it be tied to a goal.
I got the drip go.
His big things planned, dude. He doesn't want to tie to a goal. Come on. Do I want to do anything else? I think that was like the most I want to do because that membership is worth talking about. I think I think that's gonna be it. I think everything else would either be another video or I could just do it on a stream or something. Because I mean, the Snow Carl thing. I mean, do we really need to talk about Snow Carl shit? Come on, we all know the deal of Snow Carl. Yeah, we don't need to watch anything else. But thank you for watching this video. It was a good one. For once, it was a small video. Can you guys fucking believe it? This video is 45 minutes and counting a little bit.
Donkulous.
Exactly. I can't believe it. Thank you for watching, and for once we didn't go over super long to talk about one thing. So pretty cool, huh? Thank you for watching. I might stream today. Probably. We'll see. I'll be on Twitch if I do stream. But hopefully you guys have a good week, good weekend, and see ya when I see ya.
Time to skedaddle on out of here.
Hey.
Time to skedaddle on out of here.